Hi everybody, I am back from my trip to Austin, Texas to celebrate my son's birthday for one night and then a couple of nights in Nashville to see my mother, who is not doing that well. And I appreciate everyone who tuned in for my live stream from Nashville and got caught up on what I'm thinking about doing in terms of my next steps in this transition. Now, I wanted to show you the garden because we got it finished right before I left. Literally the night before I left, we got it finished. And a lot of the character of the late bloomer garden still exists. All of my fruit trees are here, they've been pruned, but I just want to do a little walk around so you can see what the garden looks like for our first open house, which is tomorrow. Okay, here we are in the cozy corner, and our stager, Kathy Nixon, has added some lovely wrought iron furniture with beautiful tapestry pillows. We have my old table here and one of my potted plants. Over here we have some flowers in a planter with some flags, and over here in the playhouse we have toys and pillows, and just a suggestion that this would be a fun little place for children to play. This whole section has not changed. We have the camellias, and they are just about to bud out. You know, they're in full bloom in January and February. This is a fuchsia color camellia bush that's been here for probably 30 years. And we have the aloe vera. This entire plant is in a pot, is growing in a pot. This is a fern that was here before I started late bloomer because very little will grow in the shade of the camellia bush. And this is another, this is an evergreen that has lovely little whitish pink flowers. And this is pitcher sage, California native, that blooms and is loved by hummingbirds and butterflies. Here we have the lemon verbena, and the pieces that were not cut back, you know, it's just out of season, so the leaves don't look that great. But as you can see, the branches that were cut back, they look fantastic. This is my little lemon tree that's ever-bearing, and it is looking a little bit better since we gave it the iron and the fertilizer, the citrus fertilizer. Eric is here today, and he just took the leaves off the rose bush. They all looked pretty bad, and the dragon fruit has not had any modification. I've added some beautiful yellow flowers and pink flowers on the ground cover, as well as snapdragon and marigolds in the pots. Over here we have the same geraniums I've had for years and years and years, plus this, which is my Citronella plant. I have a little grouping of my cacti over here, and over here I've still got milkweed in pots, and herbs, chili peppers, strawberries, toy onions, and cranberry hibiscus. In terms of the parkway, all we did was open up these pineapple guavas so they weren't so dense, so more light is filtered through to the street. And I've still got a few tomatoes growing here. This is the new addition I saw last night when I came in. Kind of hard to take that. I have lantana down here and over here. This heat has really knocked out the blooms. The cranberry hibiscus seems to be doing okay. The fig tree, it's confused by all the heat suddenly. It was dropping all of its leaves, and now it's got new leaves that look great. Over here in this parkway, things look pretty good. I've got some little vegetables planted in here, as well as lavender, and cannas are still leafing out. Over on this side of the sidewalk, I of course have my big rosemary bush. I planted some little yellow flowers in here. These are the cardamom plants. This is a jungle plant. It's not looking great right now. It really got too hot in this most recent heat with the Santa Anas, but we've given it a lot of water and fertilizer. Over here is where we had the apple tree, And I planted some little yellow flowers, and I've still got some tomatoes growing. This actually looks like Boutingon tomatoes. Let's see. I think this is a Boutingon, and it is a volunteer. Let's try it out. Oh yeah. Oh yes, that's so good. I have some dragon fruit cactus. These are for sale. Hopefully someone will come by. These are still my blueberries, but they have been spoken for. They got way too dry, as you can see, during the Santa Ana winds. And they need some serious TLC. The cardamom in this pot looks great. We've got flowers down here. We moved this trellis over here. Looks like it's falling over. Needs some support. The passion fruit vine is here. And look what we have here. The Loquat Tree is finally blooming. Over here, this is what's left of my goji berries. And my ginger is actually doing very well. Sugarcane's doing great. It loves the heat. Just have to give it a little water. This is ready to harvest. This one, you can see, it's ready to break right off. Okay, we're gonna go back here. This has all been cleaned out. If you recall, I had my whole workstation here with the big metal shelving and all of my potting soil and amendments, and everything was right here. That has been taken apart, and I gave that to the woman who spent 3 whole days helping me do all of this work. This particular property has an electric vehicle station, charging station. And in the back, Eric is doing power washing. My sweetgrass did not get watered while I was gone, and it is on life support. We watered it quite a bit this morning and gave it fertilizer, and I'm hoping that it comes back. It's pretty resilient. Strawberries, same thing. These hanging pots of strawberries, the water goes straight through even when you put weed cloth, and you have to water them every day. I thought would look nice with the tile. There you have a quick tour of Late Bloomer Garden 1.0, which has been prepared for sale. You know, it's so important to stage your property so people get an idea of how they could live in your space. Photographs were Tuesday after I left. I had to catch a flight to get to Austin to surprise my son for his birthday, and the property went out on the MLS yesterday to 8,000 realtors. So I'm hopeful that I find someone to buy my property that appreciates the garden as well as the house. And I hope you wish me good luck with finding Late Bloomer Garden 2.0. It's a process, so please continue to follow my journey. If you enjoyed this video, please watch these. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you in the next video.